Hi there! Today we'll crochet a strap for our crochet bag. So this is the example, and we're gonna need some cotton yarn for that and two keychain blanks use as hooks for attaching the strap to the bag. Alright, so let's get started. Okay, so I'm using medium 4-weight yarn and 4mm crochet hook, and then I skipped 3.5 to give me tighter stitches for that yellow part. And because that's a little bit of a rough yarn and start hurting my hands, I switched to my ergonomic handle here, and I'll be working with this. From time to time I like using it just to switch things around. Alright, and here we go. We'll start with a slip stitch here, slip knot, and that's how we can do a slip knot. And we have one stitch now here, one chain, and I'll just chain the length I want for my strap to be, and it could be any length. So I'll be doing for one that can go across my body, so it will be a tiny bit longer. But if you want to do a strap like a wrist strap, just measure how much you want it to be long. Alright, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so for my strap, I started with a chain that's long about 12, 24, 36, plus 2 more, about 38 inches, a little less than 38. But I did measure it around your body, and I have a big body. So that was the best way to go around. So there's no number on chains here that you can do. Just go with the length you want. Alright, so here, this was my last chain. And now in the second chain from the hook, yarn over one time and we'll do just half double crochets. I want that stitch to show when I go with the purple around it. So that's why I'll do half double crochets. So next half double crochet and just keep it going till the end of the last of all the chains. And the half double crochet is what, one yarn over, pull your yarn through the chain, pull your yarn through all the loops you have on your hook. So I think that I can still go 0.5 millimeter lower. So let's try it this way. I think I'm getting too soft here with those stitches. They're a little bit soft, so I'll try to be a little bit more rough with them and tighten that stitch. Yeah, I think that's better. I do not want this strap to stretch, so I do have to be tough here. So my fingers will hurt probably at the end, but it will be all worth it. No pain, no gain. And that's how I'll go. Yeah, that's a little bit sturdier. Look, this even curves a bit because those stitches are a little bit looser, and this is much better. And then I'll go around with the purple so the yellow can be in the middle. That's why I wanted those stitches to pop up a bit, and I went with a half double crochet. All right, look, I have so much to go. Just let me do it. I'll be right back. There it is. I'm at the last chain and make a little tight stitch. And there, one chain to finish. And then I can cut my yarn. And I'm gonna continue with my purple. So here, more than ever, I'm gonna hide my ends under the stitches because it's just there's no much place to go around with them. So I'll just crochet over them for sure. And to be even more sure that I will not forget about them, I'll just weave them here through those sides. And it'll be much easier for me to keep track of all these things. All right, so with the purple though, I will not start exactly from the edge here, since I'll be attaching my keychain ends. When I get there, I don't want them to unravel, so I'll start a little bit from the back, and I'll start from on my right side. So look, you can see how the back side has a little bumps, so I don't want those bumps to be on my nice side, even though probably it will not matter since it's a strap, but just for me. So this time I will tie it. I don't want that extra knot to show too much, so I will just tie my end here, and maybe just like 2 fingers width. You can just start a little bit from above your edge, and then you can tie your end, and still we're gonna hide that tail as well. So weave it a few times here and there, and then go into that loop, into that stitch to make your loop, and chain one. So now we'll do half double crochets into each stitch all around, and when we get till over here, we'll put our keychain. So there it is, and make them a little bit tighter. They will not gonna be stretching anymore because our base is quite tight, and that chain we also made sure it does not stretch too much. So our strap is pretty solid. Okay, so there it is. Now we're gonna hide that end, and there one more time so I can cut this off here. Now that feels good. All right, so when we get to this edge over here, we will put one more double crochet into the same stitch, because we are making a turn and we don't want it to be pulling too much. So now chain one, and make sure your keychain now you can go through with your loop, and it's there. So now we can go into that corner here with the next stitch. Make sure that you grab a stitch, not the ends of these tails. Okay, and then we had to do a double crochet, half double crochet. So we had to do half double crochet over here, and then one more half double crochet so we can turn. And there it is. Our chain now is very secure. And then we'll go all around till we reach again to that beginning place. All right, in half double crochets all around. And I'll catch you at the end. Here, if you can switch to a 4mm if you want to, since we are doing the outside of the strap. If you tighten it really well, you can switch. I think I'll stick with a 4mm here because it's much gentler on my hands, and I'll make sure I make these stitches tight. And that's how we're gonna go. And when we reach the other side, we do the same thing. So here I'm at my last chain. I'll do a half double crochet in that one, and I'm coming to that first chain we had there for when we started that yellow row of double crochets. So in that spot I will go and do one more double crochet, then I'll grab my keychain and I will attach my keychain there through the keychain, through the hook, and now yarn over and we'll go into the next chain over here on the other side and do a half double crochet, tighten my stitch, and then one more yarn over and into the same spot one more half double crochet. And there, I did that turn as well, and my keychain is attached, and we keep going with the double crochet, half double crochets all around till we reach the beginning, and I'll meet you there. Okay, so here's my last stitch. It's time to be done. And through the last stitch I'm pulling my yarn, so I'll make that invisible seam here. I'm going under the V-stitch here, grabbing my yarn. Okay, if I grab it now, that will be great. There. I'm grabbing my yarn, and through the middle of the stitch from the top, from that hole here, I'll need to grab the tail of the yarn. So I'll go from under, I'll go up, and I'll be able to do that here. And there is my new stitch that goes seamlessly into the beginning. And now I have to just weave in the end and hide it really well so it doesn't unravel. And that's it for the strap. Alright, so that was the last step of making the strap for our little fanny pack. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and please leave a comment. And that's all for today. I'll catch you in the next one.